Thanks for coming to my painting show. Today I've got the lovely Jackie with me as my guest and muse. Jackie, whenever you're ready, if you could just tell us a little about yourself.
Okay, my name is Jackie. I am 21 years old. I'm about to turn 22.
Whoop, whoop.
It's cancer season, so I'm very excited. My birthday is like in a week.
Cancer season?
7/11.
Dope.
Yeah, so that's really exciting. And currently, I just graduated from college at UT, and so I'm in that weird post-grad area in my life. But I'm excited because that means I've got a lot of potential and a lot of new things to explore.
That's cool.
Yeah, right now I'm trying to look into jobs that are pertaining to like social work, because that's what I would like to apply to this coming fall. I want to apply to social work master programs. Hopefully in Austin. I would like to go to UT again if they would have me. But anywhere else that would take me, I'm excited to be there. So the long-term goal is graduate with my master's in social work, and then hopefully I want to become a licensed therapist. I'm looking at like clinical therapy, particularly for children, is what the goal is, but also like that's what I feel right now. I feel like I can go down any avenue though, like wherever like my interests take me. I'm not set on that one. But wherever I go, I want to be in the mental health field, I know for sure.
That's very cool.
Yeah, I'm excited. So right now, I just quit my job. So that's really exciting. And I want to go, I'm excited. I want to go into something that is like, not to say my other job wasn't meaningful, but something that like pertains to like my future goals and not just making money. So I'm wanting to go into childcare. I'm not sure like where in Austin I could go yet, but I'm looking into, am I allowed to say Boys and Girls Club?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm looking into working at the Boys and Girls Club as a youth development specialist.
Cool.
Yeah, so that's exciting.
What do you mean by looking into?
Like I've looked like to apply.
Okay.
And like that's what I want to do, but I don't know if they even need people right now.
Gotcha.
But I've like looked at like the qualifications and like the job description, looking into.
Yeah.
But that's the goal right now. But like I said, I'm in that weird post-grad area, so I'm also still just living on my campus apartment, enjoying time with my friends. And it's summertime, it's cancer season, so I'm going to the pool.
What does that mean, cancer season?
Cancer's like my zodiac sign.
And like, you have a season?
Yeah,
I've never heard that.
Really?
Yeah.
Each zodiac sign gets its season. So like, what do you know what your zodiac sign is?
Yeah, I'm Capricorn.
Yeah, so Capricorn season is like the end of December, the beginning of January.
Okay.
Where is that? I think that's correct. So like,
so that means like it's
your prime time. Yeah,
okay.
It's your time.
All
and
right.
it's like the stars and the moon are aligning for you, you know?
Wild. Okay.
Yeah. Not saying everything's gonna be perfect, but your real self is gonna come out and just be beautiful and thrive because it's your season.
I love that. I always want to take a vacation during that time. Like, I want that whole month.
Yeah, because it's yours. And you should. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to think of what else. Like, I feel like in the other seasons, like, we just had Gemini season. That was like end of April, or early June, I think. I might be wrong, so I'm sorry. But I was, like, acting crazy, like, emotionally. And that makes sense because Geminis are crazy. So that's how it goes. What else? There was a group of girls, and I was older than them, and I had the opportunity to, like, okay, I'm just gonna say this. Okay, so I, like, took this opportunity. I had to, like, do what was supposed to be, like, a workout, like, a daily or a weekly workout, and I turned it into, like, a mental health, like, lesson, essentially, where we still worked out. I didn't want to take away a tradition, but I, like, implemented, like, because working out can be really toxic for some people.
Sure.
And so I implemented, like, a mental health component in it. And then, like, every, like, person after me who was, like, in charge of doing this weekly workout, like, did it as well. And then to the point of us changing, like, our, like, organization's, like, constitution. This is actually not, like, a mental health thing. But anyways, like, essentially, like, we're supposed to be working out every morning. But I turned it into, like, Do you know who Megan Thee Stallion is?
Who?
Megan Thee Stallion.
No.
Okay, that's okay. So she's like, she came up in like 2019,
Okay.
and she's like a female rapper from Houston, and she is amazing and beautiful. But she essentially like raps about like a lot about like her body and her, just like her image and her experience, you know, being on top and stuff. And I've like a lot of women during COVID, like she became really popular during COVID on TikTok, and a lot of women like used her like music to like for like confidence.
Oh no.
And it was really like, you could see the way like women, like not all women, but like just like the girls on TikTok and like just us as like at least the bubbles I'm in, like changed and became more confident and like was like
Wow.
her whole thing, she calls her like fans hotties, and she's like, oh, the hot girl. Yeah. And so like that's how, so what I did like hot girl like semester. She does like hot girl summer is like was like her like brand that like the summer going into 2020.
Okay.
And or no, it was summer of 2019, and then she was like hot girl summer. So then I was like, okay, hot girl semester, and then we did like, so I basically like connected like a lot of like the mental health things my therapist taught me to like pop culture, and then I would be like, XYZ is how you be a hot girl. But like I feel like along the way also like hot girl kind of got lost, and girls just wanted to like be like it almost got toxic, and it was like to impress other people. But I was like, no, because then I try to like change like the meaning throughout this lesson. I was like, hot girl is like whatever makes you feel like your best self. And when I just kind of like went into that, and then I would like say the things that she said, and like if you listen to the lyrics of her song, like essentially she's just like, you do you and feel the best, your best self. And so like I tried to like do that, and I feel like it made significant change. I don't know, this group of girls specifically, like they made me feel really good. Like at the end of the semester, that
They were feeling really good. So
they felt really good, and they
Yeah.
would like just tell me like, you don't know like your impact or how good you make us feel, and like you really showed up for us, this and that. And it just was like, it just kind of like solidified my like passion for that kind of like work, and just like it's not always gonna be easy, but like it just can be easy to like teach others how to like be okay, especially like in this like fast moving society with like high expectations.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people just like seldom take the time to like pause and reflect, and I just feel like that's such like a easy thing to just like teach people. This is what you can do for yourself, because we're not taught those kinds of things, like you just said, like in schools especially, or like whenever you get older and you have more responsibilities and obligations, like that's the first to go is like self-care, I feel like. And teaching people the way it can be integrated in their day-to-day. Like it doesn't have to be like, you don't have to go outside for an hour a day, but like it's just so easy. I mean, you should, but like it's like there's so many different things you could do in your like day-to-day without having to change your life like all the way to help yourself. And once you see those little things, what they do, you will prioritize it in your life.
Yeah, and I mean, I love what you're saying about helping kids, because, you know, I hear about a bunch of like kids who are just so stressed out in high school and junior high, all that stuff, but it's life doesn't usually get easier after high school, you know? So like learning how to handle that type of, how to handle stress and how to handle pressure, how to cope with that stuff, and practicing that, because it takes practice, like learning how to do that stuff.
And I mean, like for me, that's when like it started for me, like my depression, and like I went to like a really high performing high school, and like the pressure was insane, and it was like and then we're all trying to get into college, we're in all these clubs, all these organizations, want to be like the best, especially like at a high performing school. Like being the best was like so hard. Everyone around you's good, and you like your like self-worth starts to just like decline. And again, like you just said, like I had no understanding of like taking care of myself. Like if someone said taking care of myself, I'd be like, what? And then I remember there was a time where like My teacher like made me go to the school counselor. She was like awful. Like that's another like big thing is like school counselors in public schools. Especially with like what Texas is trying to do with counselors, like it's not like a serious thing. It's
What's Texas trying to do with counselors?
they're trying to make it to where like there's like chaplains, like church officials as counselors in schools. I don't know if it's just like a private or public school thing.
Oh.
But like they're trying to like where it's like mandated like they would be the school counselor.
Oh. That doesn't sound like separation of church and state.
I mean, do they ever separate it? I don't think so. Not here, at least. But it's pretty. So it must be like private schools. Then I haven't read the whole thing. That's all I know.
Yeah.
And it's like and then like I was watching like this video of like them discussing it in the room, and they were like. The guy who's against it was like, so how are they like trained professionals? And then like the guy was like, no. And it's just like the role of a counselor in schools, especially like with younger kids, are not taken serious. And I just feel like that's just a crazy thing to me. But like experiencing it like firsthand, when I had to go to the counselor, it was like a waste of my time. And it was, and that was like my view on what like having a therapist was. And I was like, I'm not doing this. And it like took someone pushing me so many times to like be like, okay, I'll give it a chance. And then I saw like the real world, and then I went to school and learned about it, and I was like, oh my god, there's so much more than that. And I just feel like it's imperative to have people understand that at a younger age. And like you said, life doesn't get easier, and it's sad. It's sad to think how me and my friends were at that age, like so stressed and so hard on ourselves. Yeah. Like, especially like I was on the dance team, and we were so hard on ourselves about like everything and about our bodies, and that is sad how that starts at a young age too.
Yeah.
And just like there's so many things we can implement to help like mitigate those kinds of issues. And so don't worry, because I'm going to school and then I'll change it and I'll help everyone, hopefully.
That's right.
But yeah.
Well, I mean, your implementation of like those mental health techniques, can we say that?
Yeah.
About what you did with your group, like that's really awesome.
I know.
I mean, Jackie, you're like legit already a mental health practitioner.
I know. Thank you. That was something I was honestly proud of.
Yeah, you should be.
Especially, like, I don't know, because referencing, like, pop culture and stuff like that. Like, Megan is really popular, and especially in, like, our age group. Okay. And, like, the reference to her music, and then, like, also, like, what my therapist would say. Like, people, like, really listened, and, like, it just, like, I feel like really solidified them with that, like, that mindset. And it was something I was really proud of.
You should be. That's really, really awesome.
Yeah, I got voted most likely to brighten someone's day.
Oh my gosh!
Really awesome. Really awesome. Yeah, it was awesome. That was my favorite award I ever got.
I bet.
Usually I get like most likely to be a comedian, but like I was tired of that. But this one was really awesome. I was thinking that was like really like honoring was like having it carried on, because obviously it did something and it helped. And then to have it like change like our like organization constitution.
Yeah.
So it's like gonna be continued in that way. It was exciting. And it was
really exciting.
It was really gratifying.
Yeah.
Like I just feel like, and that wasn't even that much. And I just want to continue that kind of work.
It's really cool.
Mm-hmm. Also, I love kids, and I can like working. I feel like I could, just as easily as I made that a pop culture reference, I feel like I could like. There's ways you can engage children in that kind of like learning, and like obviously like younger minds, like you don't need to introduce all like, well here's your thought patterns. I don't know, but like there's like, I just feel like for them it can be just so easy to like shape their minds to like to take better care of themselves and advocate for themselves and like better understand themselves. Because I feel like another thing that has made mental health so hard in our like current day, especially like in the youth, is like the way that like adults have like taught us and like or like talk to us. So it's like I said, like we're taught go to college, get your career after. And a lot of my friends are being so hard on themselves because they're like, oh my god, I don't have this and that lined up, and I'm like, you're 21, or like I didn't do this, and I'm like, it's just so easy, and like people just have so much pressure on themselves. Or like in high school when it was like you need to be this, you need to do that. This is what's correct for you, and like, or like even when you're a kid, in the way like teachers speak to you and like have expectations of you, and sometimes it's not always the most fair thing.
That's right.
And it's just like if you teach a child like, you know, speak up about yourself, speak up for yourself, talk about your feelings, or like understand your feelings.
Yeah.
How does this make you feel? It's just like, especially like with curious minds, like it just could do a lot of good. And yeah.
Oh my goodness. It's like you're on a really awesome path.
I hope so.
I'm excited for you.
It's just not like applying to school I'm nervous for, but
Have you started the application process?
no.
No.
I'm gonna start like hopefully by the end of the summer. Like applications are due like November.
Okay.
Like early applications.
So that's like you would be applying for fall of 2024?
Yeah, like August.
August 2024.
Yeah. So I've got like this year gap
Yeah.
where I'm gonna be living. My friend and I've known her since middle school. We're moving into her grandma's house. That's gonna be exciting. That's also like a bittersweet thing I'm going through right now. Like I've lived in the city for the past like 4 years, obviously, and so not being in that like city life, it's like the great thing is like, oh my gosh, like the quiet, I can be in some peace. I don't have to like go through like just getting out of the neighborhood is just like construction everywhere, people walking everywhere, like tight roads, broken roads, and it's just like the chaos is like, I'm excited to be live in a normal house with a driveway and just drive away. I also don't have to drive up a parking garage to like, I don't know why the parking garage frustrates me. But then like, so that's like sweet, but the bitter is like, well, my friends are like walking distance. All my friends are walking distance. And like, I can walk to like school, or like a lot of like trendy places are near us, you know. But like, I don't know. I've enjoyed my time downtown, so I think it's time to go back to where I'm from in South Austin. And I'll be down the street from like my childhood home. So
Aw, that's nice.
yeah, it's exciting. You know how like, or I don't know how often you're on social media, but like on TikTok, your algorithm's like for you.
Yeah.
And I was looking up like places for me and Cullen to like go for his birthday, and I don't really know like super trendy things anymore. So I was like, things to do in Austin. And so then my whole TikTok feed, like after I just looked that up once, it's all like, it's these like people, things to do in Austin, and then it's just like they're showing all these like pop-up things that are like, and they're always like, it's super cute for pictures, and I'm just like, that's always their thing. If it's cute for pictures, it's a good place. And I could see the way that companies have like been smart with that, and they're like, well, the food doesn't even have to be good, but if you have like a neon sign that you can take a picture of, people will come, and just things like that. It's more about the aesthetic than like the true, you know, like
Yep.
what you're getting out of the place.
Yep.
I don't know if you know what taquero mucho is.
I mean.
Pink tacos.
Oh, I mean, I know what it means. Is it
no,
actually?
like their place, yeah.
I think I've driven by it.
It's like pink tacos. They were really smart. They were the first to do it. I feel like everyone went there. They had like a cool like photo booth where you can take pictures. They have like signs where you can take pictures of their cups. They'll put their cup in like a honey jar looking thing, or like in a big strawberry, or they'll have like their like juice is called bad B-word juice, things like that. And so people were like, oh my god, so cool. And then they like, you know, take pictures. It became very popular. Like literally everyone would post it. And so like it actually makes you more curious. People started going, and the whole thing is like all their stuff is like their tacos are pink. Everything's pink inside. I feel like they were the first to do it. After that, like everyone made their like, the restaurants that came after that were like themed and like super cute. You could take a picture, but like the food is like. that whole thing just to take pictures, and it was like, well, you can't really see anything like simulating, not really, but it's just like crazy how that's become like the norm. I sound like such a pessimist, like a social media pessimist. Like social media can be fun. I like to have fun and be cute, but like it's almost like consuming the way it's become.
Yeah.
And it's made things lose its authenticity, you know?
Yeah.
So, and also has declined people's mental health. So maybe that's why I'm pessimistic towards it. I mean, it did that to me, definitely.
Yeah.
I've had to learn my way out of that, but I don't know. Some things are still definitely like cute, and I'm like, I'm not gonna take away its value. Like that's cute, I can't deny it. But some things I'm like, we don't see what it's doing to us, you know. We need to get back into that. We should start a business.
Yeah.
Of, like genuine experiences, and like make something really awesome, and be like no phones.
Oh my gosh.
And just something like that, like is something truly like, we're passionate about, and that makes people like have a good experience, and they're like, oh my gosh, I forgot about life other than this. This is amazing.
Yes.
I want to come back.
What do you do when you're feeling blue to like help yourself feel better?
I usually, well, I don't know if this is the best answer, but like honestly, like catharting is like best for me. Like I need to tell someone. Cathart.
Thought you said farting.
No. Farting. I fart. No. Cathart. Like just like I need to tell someone. I need someone to hear what I just felt and thought. And so like my best friends are typically my go-to. This is what happened. Can you believe this? Wow. I'm so sad, this and that. And usually, like, I always tell people, and my therapist too, I was like, I don't really need you to respond. I just need to be heard. And, like, once another human, like, hears me and kind of just, like, okay, or, like, kind of, like, acknowledges or, like, validates, I'm like, okay, I'm actually okay now. But obviously, that's not, like, 1,000% the solution. It kind of just depends what's making me feel blue. Like,
Gotcha. But talking it out really
talking
helps.
it out and just being with someone, like my friends, who make me happy and I can enjoy a moment away from the situation.
Yeah.
So talking and hanging out, I guess, in short.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love that. Favorite place to get tacos?
Tacos. Okay. Let me think.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Okay, never mind. I don't know what that place is called. I just had the best tacos ever recently, though. It's for my friend's graduation dinner.
Okay.
I don't know. It was on Congress.
Okay. You can describe it.
I don't know. Okay, anyways, it was just like some beef tacos. Flour tortillas. I don't like corn tortillas.
Yeah. And you like beef tacos?
Yes, but it's not like that little... It's not ground beef. It's like chopped up beef.
Ah, yeah.
But it's not a fajita beef either.
Like, some sort of steak? Flank steak?
Maybe it's steak. Maybe I didn't have beef. I don't know, but it was so good. And then I was so sad because I didn't put it in the fridge. My leftovers.
No.
I know, and I was like, how could I do this to myself? Gosh, I was so upset. I wish I could tell you the place. It's on Congress though. It was like the best taco. I just can't forget that taste.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
All right.
I like the reds and the orange.
Yeah?
Yeah, I do.
Awesome. I normally don't use a lot of those colors, so...
I like that middle part.
This part?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how in the way like these side parts like frame that middle part.
Yeah.
I like it.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. Thank you for thinking of me.
Oh, my complete pleasure.
Thank you for calling me beautiful.
Oh my God, are you kidding? You're so beautiful.
Thank you.